So guys, finally, People Gazette has released the video of Issa Pantami. The moment he declared himself as a terrorist sympathizer, saying he's going to lead the jihad, he's going to be in the forefront of the war, that he is ready to put in his life for the religion of Allah. So guys, these are the people leading Nigeria. This is a man who served as a minister under Buhari's government, and today he's vying to become he's vying to become the governor of his state. So guys, these are the things we are saying about this country. You know, these people commit all these atrocities and still nobody pays for it. Now, see this headline here. It has to do with, you know, the level of terrorism happening currently in Nigeria. Who tells you Nigeria has not been Islamized? You must be sleeping. This country has been Islamized. These people go out unabated, commit their crimes, and they go scot-free. You know, see this headline here. Just look at the image itself. Is it not scary? These are the people that want to take over Nigeria. They want Christians to surrender to them. Now, this headline is: a terrorist kidnapped 2 passengers, shoot driver in Taraba highway attack. In Taraba, they shot down, you know, passengers and also by the driver. Now, many Nigerians are calling for the division of Nigeria. Sure, this guy has boldly come online and say he can no longer afford having one Nigeria, that he wants Nigeria to divide now. That he boldly said it, that this unity can no longer work. So guys, we know that before now, saying Nigeria should divide, you know, it's like a taboo, and it used to be seen as an Igbo thing. But now, people from different tribes, recently I showed you a lawyer from Benue State, you know, the guy who testified in the US. He said initially he doesn't used to think this country should divide, but now that he's facing the reality, that he thinks Nigeria should just divide. So guys, this is what many Nigerian people are getting frustrated under the unity of this country, because we have one tribe that want to dominate every other tribe, and not that they want to dominate also in a rightful way. They want to convert us to Islam so that we can start practicing Sharia. Now, this guy is saying that the way Nigeria is going now, there is no need for unity, that every region should just go on its own. But before I take you to that post, let me show you what this other person here tweeted. So this other person here said, I think we've now come to terms with the fact that for us to have proper, rapid development in Nigeria, we need to separate. We need to divide. Clinton code. He now quoted this guy who made this video. Awesome Clinton code. Clinton. Okay, awesome Clinton. You are a reflection of over 90% of our peoples right now. This is the level of anger and disgust we all need to collectively move the needle, and we are almost there. Nothing on earth is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. Let this thing cook. So guys, many Nigerians are now saying, no, this is high time for everybody to start calling for Nigeria to divide, since this terrorism cannot be addressed. And these people are committing this crime. They are going scot-free. That if it means to divide Nigeria so that people can have peace, that let Nigeria be divided. Now, see this other security-related headline. This one here says, Amnesty International confirms death of Adamawa woman shot by lawless soldier during peaceful protests. These are Christians in Adamawa who came out recently to do protests. Many of them were shot as army men came out and opened fire at them. And when they were asked, they say, no, it's a militia group. It's a militia group. That's for you to know that we have sympathizers of these guys in the military all over the places. How can this country survive the level of Islamization that has already gone on? And the Tinubu's government is just playing politics. All they are doing is coming back for 2027. Now, this person reacted and said, Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, an Islamic cleric who openly negotiates with armed bandits and terrorists, have become a key influence on Nigeria's security policy under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who appears more receptive to Gumi's view than to the provision of the constitution. While millions of Nigerians grapple with hardship, 100 billion naira is alleged to disappear from the federation every month. No explanation, no audit, no accountability. President Tinubu signed defense agreement with Turkey, remains silent as foreign leaders attempt to reshape Nigeria's national identity, and leaves ordinary citizens to pay the price of his choices. So these are reactions coming from Nigerians after Tinubu's signed that defense deal with Turkey. And now this other headline here says, Senator Ndumi calls on the military to sustain operation after Boko Haram ISWAP attack kills 25 in Borno. You must have heard that recently they attacked. The ISWAP went back to a camp where, you know, they attacked the Nigerian military. The Nigerian military ran out of that place, and now Nigerian military returned back into that environment. They still went there to attack. And these are people who've been told that they operate well sophisticated military drones. I mean, ISWAP, they have their own intelligence. In short, they are like their own full army. So guys, if this country does not take care, it's going to fall like Taliban, you know, like Taliban in Afghanistan. That is what we are seeing today. So guys, this is what Nigerians are saying about, you know, the level of insecurity going on in Nigeria. Now I'm going to allow you, just take your time and watch these videos for yourself, and let me know your honest reaction in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Thank you.
I think I've now come to terms with the fact that for us to have proper rapid developments in Nigeria, we need to separate, we need to divide. Let the Yoruba man go their way. Let the Northerners go their way. Let the Easterners go their way. This thing about one Nigeria is definitely not going to work, Chacha. Wallahi. You cannot have South Africans clowning us. You cannot have Ghanaians clowning us. And now you now have Namibians clowning us. One Nigeria is definitely not going to work. You cannot have a simple argument or a debate with anybody from Africa right now and you are able to win. You speak one, they tell you electricity. You speak two, they tell you security. You cannot travel 10 kilometers without writing your will. They speak about bad roads. They've gone as low as internet. We need to divide. This thing about one Nigeria is not going to work. Having one person as a president sitting in one place called Aso Rock, deciding the fate of 300 million people, especially when you know these are the least smartest people in the country, it's not going to work. Let us bring some kind of competition within these different regions. Instead of having to depend and say everything has to do with the federal government. Ordinary electricity. I was thinking this thing about electricity in Ghana was a joke. But apparently these guys are having the best type of electricity like they were in Europe. In Nigeria, you can't even boast of 24 hours electricity. In year 2026, we need to divide, man. The only war we are winning right now in Nigeria is just jollof rice. And then maybe dirty December. Club in alcohol. No, we can do better. This thing about what? Nigeria is 300 million people. When you look at these other countries I'm speaking about, you look at Ghana, they are not even up to 40 million. Namibia, 3 million on a good day. RCCG is bigger than Namibia. The Youth Ministry of Christ Embassy, they are bigger than Namibia. Yeah, these people, they are clowning us every single day. Nigerians cannot win one war. You cannot have a normal debate and say you are going to win. Everybody, they are clowning us. Giant of Africa, my foot. Let everybody go develop their region. Chase the Igbo man from the west. Go chase the Yoruba man from the east, let them go back. Everybody go make your region better. Go find the Igbo man in the north. Let everybody, but depending on one president to make these things happen is definitely not going to work. We are too many. We are too populated for this whole one Nigeria affair. It's not going to work. Let us divide. I am tired. I am tired. The bare minimum. We are not even speaking about healthcare. We are not even speaking about child mortality, education. Just the basics we cannot even be proud of. Not one Nigeria, my foot. Everybody go your way. Let's do a referendum. Let the people decide. Nonsense, man. I'm tired.
Because for Nigeria will never get better.
The faction of
people have shut down everywhere in this place.
This may just be to, stir
people are campaigning for Tinubu. I thought all of us are suffering.
I will not say a word on this until I
this words, I'm not even joking, you guys. If you live in Port Harcourt, Rumola is shut down for Tinubu, for the Jagaban. In this our country that we are complaining that things are these people are still here campaigning for Tinubu. They even use AI to edit this place to be fine. You guys, I'm so much disbelief. Like, I'm in pain. It's so painful. It's so disheartening to see that. And you know that all those things that they used to say Nigeria will get better. Wallahi, Nigeria can never ever get better. Not even people. I just start trek, They are doing rally. My people rally. Rally.
Said the call for Guazo's resignation is inappropriate.
It is where.
Over 500 mosques where the UK Muslims not go there go pray like instead they go front of church where they do service. They go there go do Allahu Akbar.
Are you serious?
I go lie for you. See,
God have mercy upon us.
over 500 mosques in the UK. Oh, he say you na one pray, you na one do na Allahu Akbar. You na not go there go pray. Now come find church where they do service. Now front of that church don't go in a go there go they do Allahu Akbar. Make it make sense now.
You go cry no way. You go regret.
Make it make sense. If then they talk say you not too dey troublesome, you go be like say people not like in a religion. You not too dey troublesome. All of you are monkeys.
It's okay.
Even for this Nigeria, I know if you count how many times I don't use in a prayer, you know don't use it on block road, cause traffic. You know go just see there, you know go just plenty for road though, where cars they pass, you know go spread in a mad for the all of na go plenty like sanding, you know go start and then they pray. Now so they say they pray to God. Imagine. Wisdom is profitable to direct. I be not be so. But when it comes to wisdom, so many Muslims not get time. Sometimes I dey wonder what did they teach you now for that in an Islamic religion? What did they teach you now?
I wonder.
Anything will go cause violence, na him in a define. Anything we go cause violence like this, you had always look for them, always ready to fight. Is that a good religion? I speak for my face.
Nigeria is a country at war with itself, not only with guns, bombs, and bandits, but with silence, blood authority, and decisions made far away from public scrutiny. For over a decade, Nigerians have lived under the shadow of insecurity. Boko Haram, ISWAP, banditry, kidnapping, entire communities displaced, thousands killed, trust in the state eroded. Yet today, a deeper question is emerging. Is Nigeria's greatest threat still the insurgents in the bushes, or the choices made in the corridors of power? In recent months, an Egyptian television network made a serious allegation that Turkey, a major regional power, supplies weapons to Boko Haram. Turkey denied the claim. But in geopolitics, denial does not erase consequence. Allegations, especially from rival powers with deep intelligence rich, shaped narratives, alliances, and suspicion. And timing is everything, because just as the allegations circulate, Nigeria signed a defense cooperation agreement with Turkey. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu traveled to Ankara. 9 bilateral agreements were signed, covering defense, intelligence cooperation, foreign affairs, media, education, and social development. Official statements described the visit as forward-looking, a vision of $5 billion in trade, a new era of partnership. But beneath the language of diplomacy, uncomfortable questions remain. During the visit, Turkish president described Nigeria as an Islamic nation. Nigeria is not an Islamic nation. Nigeria is a secular republic, by law, by constitution, by fragile national consensus. Yet, there is no correction, no clarification, no public response. In diplomacy, silence is empty, but often read as agreement. This moment did not occur in isolation. Months earlier, Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, a prominent Islamic cleric, had publicly advised Nigerian government to abandon military cooperation with Western countries. Instead, he urged alignment with Turkey, China, and Pakistan. Sheikh Gumi is not a government official. He holds no constitutional office, yet his voice carries unusual weight in national security conversations. Why? Because Sheikh Gumi has openly admitted to negotiating with armed bandits and terrorist groups. He has visited their camps, spoken on their behalf, advocated dialogue with groups the Nigerian state itself has designated as terrorists. When a private individual negotiates with terrorists without state mandate, it creates a parallel channel of authority outside the law, outside democratic oversight, and this concern moved the theory to symbol. A video surfaced showing a Nigerian Navy commando, armed, on uniform, kneeling before Sheikh Gumi. For many Nigerians, this image was shocking. Armed forces are sworn to the constitution, not to clerics, not to private negotiators of terror. When soldiers bow outside the chain of command, it raises dangerous questions. Who truly holds authority over the instruments of force? As security authority appears blurred, facial authority is also under scrutiny. Former Kaduna governor accused President Tinubu of authorizing monthly deductions of 100 billion naira from the federation account without legislative approval. 100 billion naira every month for over 15 months, roughly 1.5 trillion naira. If true, this will bypass the National Assembly, the Federal Account Allocation Committee, and the constitutional process governing public funds. El-Rufai had described the alleged action as unconstitutional and potentially impeachable. So far, there has been no detailed public accounting, no transparent breakdown, no independent investigation announced. Seen together, these developments tell a troubling story. A nation fighting terrorism, yet tolerating unofficial negotiations of terror. A secular state, silently rebranded in religious terms by foreign power. A military whose loyalty appears symbolically confused. Defense and intelligence agreements signed without broad public debate. Trillions of naira allegedly moved without clear constitutional oversight. This is not how states collapse dramatically. This is how they weaken quietly, not with coups, but with compromises, not with gunfire, but with silence. The question Nigeria must now confront is simple, but dangerous. Is the country still governed by its constitution or by alliances and influences of people never voted for?
I'm a Muslim, but most time I feel shame and I feel bad at the same time. Not because I'm a Muslim, but because of all the bad things that is going on in my country right now. And all these things are happening in the name of my religion, Islam. The crying of our Christian brothers and our Christian sisters, the Christian at large. And the most painful part of it is none of our Afars, none of our Muslim brothers are coming online to condemn this act. Most of them are busy fighting for unnecessary things online. Like one of our brothers that uses niqab to do content, they drag this guy. I saw about 200 to 300 different Afars that came online condemning this act, condemning that why would the guy use niqab? And people are crying up and down. They are kidnapping in the name of Islam, because these terrorists, they are using our words like Alhamdulillah.
Pierce, what's happening in Nigeria is jihad. It's the exact same thing that happened on October 7 by Islamists when they broke into Israel and murdered Jews yelling Allahu Akbar. It's the exact same thing that ISIS terrorists did to the Yazidis in Iraq. It's the exact same thing that happened in Lebanon. Pierce, the only difference between what's happening today in Nigeria versus what happened 1400 years ago when the Muslim Arab invaders came to Persia is that back then people did not have cameras, but today they do. It is 100% jihad. We've seen it before. This is how the Islamist playbook always happens.
Well, I don't think that the foreign minister was denying that bad things have been happening. He's just denying that it constitutes a genocide and that the numbers of reported
because his
deaths
government is a part of it.
Of murders of Christians.
I think his government is complicit. Right now, you have an Islamist government in Nigeria. One of the things that he didn't mention to you is that typically it's been a constitutional convention in Nigeria that if the prime minister is Muslim, then if the president is Muslim, then the vice president is Christian. If the president is Christian, then the vice president is Muslim. This is intended to have a proper representation of the Nigerian population. Right now, you have a Muslim president, and then they decided to choose a Muslim vice president, and so there is actually no Christian representation in the Islamist government. By the way, this is a government that is working closely behind the scenes with the Islamic Republic of Iran. You should ask the foreign minister why Nigerian school children are holding pictures of the Ayatollah, who is a brutal dictator and is murdering my people in Iran. People need to look into the linkages between the current Nigerian government and the Islamic Republic of Iran. I was a politician for 7 years, Pierce, and I can tell when someone is lying and avoiding the truth. That's exactly what this foreign minister is doing, and shame on him.
By Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, spokesman of Nigeria's Defense Headquarters. Thank you very much for joining us at this time. We do know you have a busy schedule. But let me quickly ask you, does this report come to you as a surprise?
It's not coming as a surprise.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. It's not coming as a surprise to our country and, of course, to our armed forces. Considering the fact that we know that Boko Haram has been decimated, we know that they have been joined by Islamic State of West Africa. We know that Boko Haram had pledged allegiance over the years to ISIS. Haram is enjoying tacit support. It may not be open, tacit support from various terrorist organizations and perhaps other clandestine organizations and countries.
Now, based on your military training and real-time experience, does Nigeria have any military pact or defense with Turkey? And what is the response of the country at this time?
Well, I'd like to say that at the national strategic level, it's been given attention and concern, and the necessary attention and concern. And of course, you will agree with me that that is what informed one of the very recent policies, that's the border closure policies adopted at the national strategic level. given the fact that severally our customs have intercepted weapon systems being shipped into the country. We've intercepted container loads of firearms, both light and heavy firearms, being shipped into the country. So it's been given attention at the national strategic level very adequately.
For a lot of people, you said this is not coming as a surprise, and you do talk about the response the country is having so far. But we wonder why the revelation is coming to the fore now and nothing has been said about it before.
Yes, we're talking about the intelligence community here. Everything does not have to be churned out and put into the public domain. We're talking about intelligence. And good enough, somebody just made a reference to it in one of those international media. And I told you it's been investigated. It's receiving attention at the national, due attention at the national strategic level. It's been taken very seriously. And just like I told you, it's one of those issues resulted in the border closure, ensuring that, given the fact that firearms had previously been intercepted, all these activities have been based on requisite intelligence gathering.
Well, indeed, because, local and international observers have wondered in recent times how the insurgents have gotten more sophisticated weapons in recent times. But let's look at Turkey now, because we do know Turkey is more involved in international military politics than Nigeria is. Would you agree?
We have said.
Would you agree that Turkey? Would you agree, if you allow me land here, would you agree that Turkey might be using Nigeria as a pawn in this high-pressure game?
Sorry, I didn't get that. I didn't quite get that. Could you come again, please?
The role of Turkey in all of this, the allegation, and the role Turkey is playing in international military politics at the moment. Is Nigeria a pawn in this high-pressure game?
Nigeria is too sophisticated to be a pawn in the hands of Turkey. The armed forces of Nigeria is too sophisticated to be a pawn in the hands of Turkey. And I've told you that based on intelligence gathering, requisite intelligence gathering, several firearms have been intercepted. Container loads of firearms have been intercepted. At the national diplomatic level, that's a different issue, which I wouldn't like to delve into. But talking about intelligence gathering, which concerns the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies, we are doing the utmost. We are doing our work round the clock to ensure that we gather enough intelligence about what comes into comes into Nigeria, what goes out of Nigeria that could compromise national security. I think that is the utmost and very important to the armed forces of Nigeria.
And how much of an assurance is Nigeria expecting from Turkey at this time to exercise this allegation or, the claims, because you do say you're investigating. How much of a response have you gotten from the Turkish government at this time?
I told you that's going to be at the national strategic level and not at our own military strategic level. It's going to be at the national strategic level. It's going to be a diplomatic thing.
Well, let's talk about something else, or perhaps let's stay with this, because a lot of Nigerians wonder what is the level of success that you say the Nigerian army is recording in the fight against the terrorism? Almost a decade now. What would you blame the inability thus far for the Nigerian army to win the war against terrorism? Why has it been so difficult?
I think I would. Well, it's a big national security challenge, and it's not only peculiar with Nigeria. I need you to understand the fact that there is an increasing employment of the instrument of violence by non-state actors globally. It is an international thing. And that is why you find Boko Haram, for instance, pledging allegiance to ISIS. You find Islamic State of West Africa cropping up as an appendage, so to speak, of Boko Haram. And of course, working with another international terrorist organization like the ISIS. So it's not only peculiar to Nigeria. It's a global thing that requires global attention. Good enough at our level, national level, we are giving it attention. The security situation in the Northeast compared to what it used to be far back 2009. is far, far better as we speak today. There is socio-economic activities are beginning to be restored in the Northeast. There is governance going on in the Northeast. People are going about their normal businesses, and we are dominating the theater operation. We are dominating the battle space. We are pushed the terrorists out of the various towns in the Northeast and sent them into the tumbus, that's the islands, where they are hibernating, and from where they come out once in a while to attack soft targets. So I think we have made huge success relative to what it used to be in the past. You will recall that far back 2009, Boko Haram was almost approaching Lagos. We had sleeper cells, I beg your pardon, of Boko Haram in Kogi State. We had them in Abuja. They were all over the place. People could not sit out to socialize freely within the society. But today, we flip the coin over. You find out that it's a far cry from what it used to be. Boko Haram has been pushed out of all these communities and pushed far into the tumbus, where we call the islands. And today we have governance going on in Borno State, in Yobe State, in Adamawa State, in Bauchi State, in Gombe State. And we have our troops dominating the battle space.
And we do commend the men of the
socio-economic life has been restored in those places.
Indeed, we do commend the efforts of the armed forces so far. Very quickly to something else. We do know about the Operation Crocodile Smile 4 in operation in the southwest. Tell us what has been the success story so far, because we do see an increase in robbery attacks, especially in border communities along Lagos and Ogun. What is going on? Very briefly.
Yes, that's an internal security operation, one of the internal security operations led by the Nigerian army. And it's meant to do what? It's meant to work with the police, with other security organizations to address emerging security challenges in that part of the country. We have had issues of abductions and kidnaps. We have had issues of assassination. We have had issues of ethnic communal clashes. We've had issues of herders-farmers clashes. These are the security challenges that we are jointly addressing with the other security agencies. And I think yes.
Unfortunately, we're out of time, but thank you so much. We do appreciate you, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, spokesperson of Nigerian Defense.
So, guys, let me quickly take you through some of the headlines here on the social media. Let me run you through some of the, things that have been happening you might not have heard of. I'm just going to be taking them as they come. Now, Peter Obi has been in Abuja helping Dr. Mo for his campaign, and a lot of the videos from that campaign are going viral. Nigerians are really appreciating Peter Obi for taking out his time to come and boost Raimo's campaign, and the effect is outrageous. People are coming out, awareness is being created, people are happy and all that. So guys, yes, this is it. And there is this other headline where somebody this is just like a congratulatory message. Let's move from that. Now, this person here, this is what the Muslim will start doing in Nigeria very soon. This person is complaining about the Muslims, praying in front of Catholic churches in the UK. They leave their mosques, they will come and pray in front of the mosques. This is like a sign of conquering that nation, or that, just a sign of conquer. That is what it means. Now, this headline here is a thanks to the cheering student at Ahmadu Bello University. Lovely to receive such a warm welcome. So, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was in Ahmadu Bello University, where she was welcomed, and I think she went there with the governor of Abia State. This man said this is very powerful. I'm not trying to insult anyone, but realistically, if you are not intelligent, please do not attempt to watch this or listen to this video. This is the only reason why he hates Nnamdi Kanu. Watch to the end. Okay, this man was saying he does not understand why Nnamdi Kanu could just relinquish his happiness, his family, to come and fight for the Igbo family. So guys, that is it. Now, this is a video of Tinubu in those days. Tinubu condemning Jonathan. Like this person wrote, this was Tinubu mocking Jonathan over electricity failure in 2012. 3 years later, national grid is collapsing twice a week under Tinubu. And if you talk, Agbado members will call you unpatriotic clowns. They will call you unpatriotic. So guys, this is what is happening. This person is saying that under Tinubu's government, that under Jonathan, Tinubu criticized, Jonathan so much, but under his watch now, see what is happening. So Mr. Peter Obi has also moved from Abuja to Apo. I don't know where this is. Everyone loves Peter Obi. So guys, Peter Obi is really gaining a lot of momentum. Just him, election have not even reached. Nigerians are coming out en mass saying Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. So nice, seeing people just cheering each time they see Peter Obi. And then every child begging on the street of Abia State will be arrested alongside the parents. That's Governor Alex Oti. This man said he's going to arrest parents who do not send their children to school. Not just the child alone. The child will be arrested, parents will be arrested, because Abia State now has free education. So tell me why your child should be hawking while others are in the class. This person, no place for Almajiri in Abia. It's either you go to school or you learn a trade. Just 2 years, this man don't bring New Jerusalem to earth. In Abia today, no child has any reason to start begging in the street. Every child should be in school. Good governance is not magic. We can offer Alex to the good people of Kanu. He will fix the Almajiri system in 2 years. Strong words, but policy must come with compassion. Arresting children and parents without fixed poverty, access to education and social welfare treats the symptom, not the cause. So that's what this person is saying. But Alex Oti has really tried. He has tried to put things on ground so that people don't, as in, it's free education. What else? Bathe your pikin in the morning, send that child to school. That's all Alex Oti is saying. This man is now sounding like a dictator, but I love it because that is the language Africans understand. And this man says, say no to systemic Almajiri way to go. That's how it should be. Every child deserves a better life and education. I mean, education changes lives, That's why in Europe, they will tell you, your child is compulsory. If you don't send your child to school, police is coming for you. And this person said, instead of arrest, rehabilitate. Rehabilitate who? They say go to school. Rehabilitate what? Instead of arrest. Are they mad people? They said go to school. You are saying rehabilitate. Rehabilitate what? Education is free. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell notification for more and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.